think I'm live. I think you can all see me. I hope you can all hear me at least anyway. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Hope you're all having a good weekend so far. What have you guys been up to? I'll just give it a moment in the comments down below to let people jump on in. And whilst we're waiting for everyone to jump in, drop me a like on the video to let me know you're there. And just tell me, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I can start answering them once we get on with this church session for today. But I'm just going to share some social media links right now. So we go Facebook, another one on Facebook, another one on Facebook. These are all the fan pages and stuff. There we go, Twitter, and finally Instagram. I don't know why, but my computer is 2 minutes ahead of my phone, or vice versa. Strangest thing. Anyway. Oh, we got loads of you in the comments as I'm checking them now. Blimey. All right. Okay. We got some regulars. We got Dave Christmas, Gillian. We got Josh Riley, Brazen Magic, King OK. Woo. All right. Some questions already coming in. Josh says, yo, looking forward to the stream. Just got back yesterday from probably the best week I've ever had since I started Magic. Magic Live is just incredible. Josh, I'm so glad you had a good time at Magic Live. I know you went and seen probably every single show there is. But if you can, Josh, let us know what was the best piece of close-up magic or mentalism that you've seen at Magic Live. Because as you guys know, I wasn't there. I was too ill to make it. So I'd love to know what you think was the trick of Magic Live. The best close-up trick of Magic Live that you've seen. What is going on, everyone? We've got Ryan Perez, Ian Shear, Michael Patterson, Jerry Templeton, Miko Lico, Devon, Dichosa, Greens from the Philippines. Philippines all the way. Quentin Scott, Georgie Alvadius. My apologies if I'm not getting this right. Fiddlin' Johnny. Hello Lloyd, we missed you at Magic Live this year. Oh man, I'm so sorry I wasn't there. I got hit with the coronavirus the day before. Well, I got it 2 days before. No, did I have it 2 or 1 day before flying? And it sucked because I didn't actually feel ill. I just wasn't allowed to fly. So that sucked. I got Eddie Sedgwick, Juan Tunon, and we got Sean Anderchak. What's going on? Hi from NYC. Eddie, hi, man. I love New York. What part of New York are you in, man? I haven't been to New York for a good couple of years. Ironically, me and Bo were going to fly into New York on the way back from Magic Live this year just to hang out at Tannen's for a while. But I heard Phantasma's closed down now. Is that true? Like, what's going on with that? Anyway, let's get into some questions because Danny Urbanas, how you doing, man? What's going on, brother? Look who's in the chat, guys. Danny Urbanas, one of the best creators at the moment. If you guys haven't found his stuff, go and check him out on Instagram. Super visual magic, super creative. And like I said, this in the title. This is the build up to the 7 secrets. Oh, in Manhattan. That's where I normally stay, is in Manhattan, Eddie. The last time I was there was when. Do you remember that guy went crazy and drove? Not Manhattan, but just New York in general. I'm remembering that guy went crazy and drove down Times Square in the middle of the day. Like, yeah, me, Wilbur, and Cranzo were all staying there at that time. Like, literally, we could see Times Square from where we were. So, the 7 Secrets event is happening today. Go to Murphy's Magic in 1 hour. So, in 1 hour from now, head to Murphy's Magic social media pages. And there's going to be a live 7 Secrets event where there's 7 artists, myself included, are going to share a secret in one way or another. And I've got a tutorial that I give it to the 7 Secrets event, but you guys are going to love it. So definitely tune in to check it out. But let me go through some of these questions real quick then, as quick as we can. All right, what we got? Okay, Gillian, very first comment says, I would like an update on your card index project, please. So I'm not sure if any of you guys, or how many of you guys have seen this. Randomly, like, huge magicians everywhere know about this project from myself and Javier Fuenmayo. Even like Dan White was messaging me on Instagram about it. Me and Javier have developed what we believe, and we can't find anything yet, is the fastest full playing card index that's ever existed. And it's streamlined to fit into one skinny jean pant leg pocket, just your normal hip pocket where you put your phone or your wallet. And the index is actually slimmer than a box of cards, and it's got all 52 cards in there, and it allows you to instantly or extremely quickly have any card freely named, and within a second, within 3 seconds on average, it's into cop. And we test this against every other index system that we can find out there, and on average we sort of wipe off 15 seconds from what we can sort of gather. But of course, happy to be proven wrong, but that's sort of what it does. The update on it is that because it's so small and intricate, that the ways that we needed to make it done weren't possible. With the manufacturing that we can access, unless we can get hold of like Apple to do micro engineering for us. But then about 4 weeks ago, we had a brainwave, an enlightening moment, where we realized we can make it from a completely different material, which would do two things: A, make it achievable to create the index the way we need it to, and B, make it even smaller again. And when we tested it, it makes it even more usable, which is insane. So we're just in the process. Basically, that's a good thing. The problem with that is that then we need to begin the manufacturing process from the start, because we've changed the material entirely. So you need to use a new manufacturer, and we need to start prototyping again, which is it's a double-edged sword. But we love it so much. We're so confident in it. We know that all of you guys are gonna love it too. That I think it's worth the wait. Like with Lux, we were working on that for a solid at least 18 months of prototyping with Lux, let alone the actual manufacturing. And it's the same thing with this index. We're willing to put the time in so that when it comes, it's ready, and you guys are happy with it. All right, JV says, "Hi Lloyd, what is your best favorite piece of Propless mentalism? If you could share any quick thoughts or advice. And finally, if you could perform any mentalism right now with us, thank you." So I love Propless mentalism. I think Peter Turner is the king of Propless mentalism. I love his anagram, and I've used that. I just dropped a card. I've used his progressive anagram system for star sign reveals for the last 7 or 8 years, as long as he's taught it to me. So his thing is incredible. Olivier Bose has an amazing Propless star sign reveal too, and that one is much faster and easier to do than Pete's, but it does have a small potential to not go right. But if you use it in conjunction with Pete's, then you have like this perfect system of Propless mentalism pieces. I actually taught a Propless mentalism piece just on Thursday, where you can psych force a playing card on someone. So if you go back and watch Thursday's video, you can go through and learn that. I teach it. It's a new method. It's still being worked on. And even since the video, I got something really cool to show you guys soon that gets rid of all that. If you guys watch the video, you'll know there's a bit of mental process going on where they have to count up how many letters is in somebody's name that they're thinking of. And the same then for the card. And I've got something which completely gets rid of that. So then it means they can do it lightning quick. And then I've got a really way of doing it so that they end up with a kicker ending for a psych force. But you'll see soon enough, I'm sure. I'm going to actually go ahead and make this thing that you need. And as well, I like to do stuff as well. When it says like, Propless mentalism, that's probably what I do. I like to vary up my methods when I perform. So I don't, you can do like entirely Propless mentalism. But it's good to like just use it sparingly, and that way then it seems to hit a lot harder, and you can tie your audience in knots when they come to backtrack the methods, if that makes sense. But yeah, go for Pete Turner's proper star sign reveal. Olivier Bose is his super streamlined, straightforward star sign reveal. And then I like some psych force. There is a psych force I can try, and I've tried it on the stream before, so you guys sort of can't unknow this, whoever's watched it before. But really quickly, just for JV, I mean, you can all comment down below if you want to. I'll try this Psych Force real quick. I'm going to pocket anyway. I want you to clear your mind, and you're going to create a playing card from scratch. So to do this, you're going to create it from the value and the suit. So for the value, I want you to think of a random value and try and avoid all the obvious choices. Okay, so get one in mind. And then once you have that, you're going to change minds. So if you're thinking of a number right now, change it to a picture. And if you think of a picture, change it to a number. And again, avoid the obvious choices. Okay, so you now have a new value in mind, which you've changed to. So you've even changed mind. And then when it comes to the suit, like for example, spades is the poker suit, they say. Just think of the suit that you don't even know what it represents and you think most people wouldn't go for. So that way it's the least likely suit to choose, and add that to your value. And whenever you're happy, lock it in. You now have a new playing card that you've created in mind. And when you've done that, comment down below what card you're thinking of right now. And then I'll turn this over in like 20 seconds. This works really, really well with laymen. Normally with magicians too. Depending on language barriers though, not so much, but we'll see. But I know a lot of you guys have seen this before, so we'll see. And also doing this without being able to like be there is a much, much more difficult experience. So let me read some more comments. Quentin Scott that says, I'm so happy my days off got switched to Sunday, Monday. I can finally hang out with you beautiful people. Hell yes, my friend. Pete Booth, did I see Ryland's BGT performance? Indeed, I did. I mean, I'm fortunate to be best friends with Craig, so I've been very much involved in the entire process, and I do want to talk about that quite a lot in this show. So I'll very quickly reveal this card, and I'll talk to you about BGT. So we've got a few people who got it. Shall I wait for 2 more seconds for any more to come through? All right, so 2 of you got the card right in there, and the rest of you didn't. But 2 of you got it right, and it is the Jack of Clubs. So again, really hard to do Psych Forces. Oh, Fiddlin' Johnny got Jack of Clubs as well. Great. So that's 3 of you got Jack of Clubs. Yeah, really hard to do this through the power of the computer. There's certain techniques that happen in the real world as well with it. That help amplify it, but I need to sort of be there with you. But I'm glad a good couple of you got it there, and it's nice to see that the clubs was the suit that most of you went for as well when you thought of the suits. Let me know what those of you that got it right. So Fiddlin' Johnny, Juan Tunon, and Magic Jim. Even where is it? Gillian got King of Clubs right. Let me know what you thought of that. King of Clubs, which is close. Let me know what you thought of that cycle, how it felt to you in the comments down below. That'd be really interesting to hear. But yeah, I'm really happy that worked for a good majority of you. Or was it majority? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, so just under half majority. But in real life, and with layman, it works way, way higher. All right, so going back to Britain's Got Talent, Rylan. Yeah, I'd be very fortunate to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, help out with a few things. And know, I can't say a lot, but I'm so proud of Ryland. Man, is magic in good hands. 9 years old. I don't know how what you guys think at home, but I remember when I was 9 years old, trying to fumble my way through any sort of magic trick that I could do. I remember the only force that I could perform was the slip force, where you go, say, stop, this card here, whatever. That's the only force I could perform. And I don't even know how I would reveal it, but it was always terrible and lame. And then Ryland's up on stage doing cube in bottle and Rubik's Cube magic with Rubik's Wall and table reveals and forcing and revealing words. All set to music, all choreographed in a sense, but not in the way that jazz hands choreographed, to an audience of however many thousand people there were there, to the audience of the nation, millions of people tune in for BGT, and those judges including Simon Cowell, and he's 9. incredible. And what people don't know is that Ryland has been performing gigs. Ryland's done more gigs than I'll ever do in his life at his age of 9 already. Ryland is a gigging magician. So Craig has him available to book for weddings, birthdays and stuff on his website. And he quite often gets booked. And Craig, I think Craig's shared it loads of times on his channel. He goes on and performs. Ryland's got better performing chops than a lot of magicians out there that are pros. Like, he may not have the full dexterity. He may not have the ability to be, you know, an adult in his mind. But Ryland can perform, and he knows how to get people. He can get people in the palm of his hand because he's got charm and he's got this way about him. So, yeah, I'm very confident that he's going to go far. I think the next phase is now that they choose the semi-finals. So I'm praying that he makes it to the semi-finals. I think if he gets to the semi-finals, which is next weekend, I think if he gets to the semi-finals, then I think he's got a really good chance of going far, because the nation gets to choose from that point on. And they get to do the votes. And he's everything about, he's young, he's got talent, you know, he's not, and I also like that he's not like a manufactured talent too. And what he's doing is genuine skill-based magic. He's not doing like, he doesn't perform effects, like, even though it was sort of stage stuff, he's not performing like, you know, when you see like magicians with their assistants and the magician gets the credit, but it's the assistant that does the work. Ryland's not that guy. Like, he's doing cube in bottle and things like that. So I couldn't be more proud. Me and my wife had a BGT party last night to watch him, and just so stoked for Craig and everyone. And even if he doesn't win, like, he's already won it, and he's great. He's just amazing. I'm so proud to know him. So that was there. Lloyd, do I plan on creating another gaff deck? Asks Georgie Alavides. I'm currently officially working on another gaff deck, and I want to say a massive shout out to Magic Orthodoxy for reviewing 16 of the best gaff decks, putting them in order and placing my cohort gaff system at number 1. Like, I put my life's work into that. I've got so many, as you guys know, that like I'm making a lot of creative statements when I create magic. I have so much thought about gaff magic and so many approaches to it, and I think people do it so wrong and things, that when I put everything into my cohort gaff system, I wanted people to like take notice and see that it was not just a gaff deck. So yeah, man, like, I'm working on another gaff deck, but it's something special. Maybe I'll tease it. Shall I tease it with you guys? It's a joint gaff deck with Craig Petty. That's all I'm going to say on it, but it's going to literally be... What I lack in performance ability, Craig makes up for in being the performer and creator that he is. So it's going to be very, 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 very powerful, I think. Juan Tunon. Hey Lloyd, when is the new gimmick tutorial? New gimmick tutorial. Oh my god, Tuesday's episode of Tutorial Tuesday is insane. I've got a top chat thing here from JV that says, thank you for answering my question. That was very kind from you. Huge fan, Javier. And he tipped me $20. Yo, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for doing that. That was like Javier, thank you so much, mate. That means the world. You didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's made my day. What? Oh, whoa. Okay. Anyone wanted to see any more Propless Mentalism? Joke. So the new gimmick tutorial, as you know, on if you watched Thursday's video, I explained why I took Tuesday's Tutorial Tuesday down very, very quickly. Another magician, and I'm not naming the name and the trick, just because if any of you did see Tutorial Tuesday, you could backtrack and figure out what effect of his it is. So it's purely out of respect for him, but he felt it was too close to his effect. And in a way, there is an overlap there, and I see it. And in a way, it wasn't. It was my own way of doing it too, and it's also very old of mine. But it wasn't. It's not. I don't think it was the hill to die on, and I feel it was the right thing to do to take it down. I reached out to the creator. I apologized to him directly. And he wrote back and he's like, oh, it's all cool, man. Like, can't wait to hang out in the future. Thank you so much. Which is the best way of handling things. So yeah, I did that. And like I say in the video, I was really happy in a way, because whenever you discover something's been done before, or that somebody thinks the creations have an overlap and they're not happy with it, it pushes you forward. So I sat down, I was like, I'm going to create another piece of magic now in a similar context but different. And I'm so excited about this Tutorial Tuesday coming up. Genuinely, you can ask my wife, you can ask like the guys at Murphy's. I've been showing them. I almost wanted to post it today. I actually wanted to post it Friday, but I'm so hyped to share it with you. I have to wait myself to post it on Tuesday just to stick to my schedule. But I'm so glad that I had that experience of learning, not learning, of someone saying, listen, I don't, my thing's out in the market. I think it's too close. And then we handled it the right way, because like I say in the video, it inspired me to go off and create something. And I say in that video, I'm going to go create something. That following day, I created this Tutorial Tuesday, and this might be one of my evergreen pieces. This might be something that I actually lecture on when I decide to start lecturing and accept some of the offers. So yeah, just tune in on Tuesday. You're gonna love it. So what other questions do we have here? Yeah, so Gaff Deck with me and Craig. I hope you guys think that's cool, by the way, or excited for that. Yes. Sean Andrachak. Last night in Magic Live, my friend ordered the lamb chops with mint sauce at the steakhouse. I couldn't stop laughing as he doesn't listen to the podcast. Guys, if you don't know, me and Craig Petty do a weekly podcast called The Magic Podcast, out every Wednesday, except for when Craig was at Magic Live and I was ill, so couldn't record it. It's called The Magic Podcast. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It's pretty close to the bone, so if you're easily offended, don't tune in. It is unfiltered. And there's a running joke on there about my Welsh nationality and what we do with sheep in Wales. So, Sean, I'm glad you got some fun out of that, because I'm certainly sick of it. Miko Luco, where can you watch Magic Live? You can't really watch it. You have to be there in Las Vegas. But Murphy's did just put up a vlog. So Boj put up a vlog. I think it's like 13 minutes long of all the cool stuff he's seen at Magic Live. So it's cool. These vlogs will often give you a really good representation of what you're going to see at these conventions, or what the things that everyone are talking about after the fact. So have a search on YouTube. You'll probably find some good content. Brant Henderson, much love from Ohio. I've never been to Ohio. Always wanted to go. Peter Burgett, hi Lloyd. Hey Peter, how you doing, man? Georgie Alavid. Lloyd, do you plan on creating another gaff deck? Oh, okay, I've answered that. Magic Gym 11. Lloyd, spelt Loyed. Good attempt, man. Do you know any simple tricks with Rubik's Cubes? I know a couple of tricks with Rubik's Cube. I don't know any to teach. I have them here. The stuff that I do with Rubik's Cubes isn't any good. So I think it was McKinnon taught me this thing. So this is literally the only Rubik's Cube trick I know. So you take a Rubik's Cube, it's mixed up, and you keep mixing it, and then you shake, and it solves. I can't find a way, for me personally, my style, to do Rubik's Cube magic that fits with me. The one way that I would do it is probably mentalism style, I think, because I think doing the fast reveals, I don't know, I can't get to grips with it, but I learned this, it's called like a false shuffle or something, right, with them, you do this, and you can do it as many times as you want, and then when you reverse it, it'll go back in order. McKinnon showed me that, but I don't know any real Rubik's Cube stuff. I should probably learn some, especially with Ryland doing Rubik's Cube stuff on BGT. Now everyone's going to want to see Rubik's Cube magic. Okay, Lloyd, can you do a performance or a sneak peek of the trick you are teaching in the Seven Secrets event? No, I'm not going to do that, because it's on the table behind me though. You haven't got long to wait. You've got like 30 minutes before the event starts, and it's all over social media. And but I think you guys are gonna absolutely. I'm probably going to teach it on my channel after the event, and it's one of those secrets that I wish I hadn't done, but it's very specific to the 7 Secrets event, and you'll understand why. But it's so... I think almost all of you, and I want you to do this. I want you to do this. If you watch the 7 Secrets event, do it on YouTube. Leave a comment when you see the method, right? So see the method saying... I think you're going to watch it and be like, when you see the method... or you'll be like, oh, that's so cool. When you do that, comment down below saying Lloyd was right. So I know that you guys have gone from here to there to watch it and you've seen the method. I think you're going to like it anyway. Chad Davis says, Lloyd, did you have a box you could switch quartered cards? I say, yeah. So Chad, we just sort of discussed this, but basically that was Tutorial Tuesday. Another magician felt the method was too similar to his effect, where he does it with a completely different object. But not a card box or anything. So I took it down out of respect for him. But come back on this Tuesday because I've got something which is it's not even the same context of effect, but it's so hyper visual that it might sting when you watch it. It's crazy. Jay Waters, hey, what's going on, man? Juan, are you planning to post on a YouTube gimmick tutorial? Those are the best vids in my opinion. Yes, I am. It's coming Tuesday. Miko Luco, what's the best way to produce 4 aces from a normal deck? Aces can be in some position. So I'll show you how I produce the 4 aces. And I'll tell you something about 4 ace productions in my opinion. Okay. So this is how I would do it, but also I don't do it with aces, but this is a 4 card production, but I'll show you with aces, but no, I do it as a 4 card production. And this is something that I've seen sort of from Danny Daughters and a few bits from other people combined into one. So I'll use the aces, but I actually don't use the aces. So I have the deck shuffled, truly shuffled, okay? And then, let me see where the camera is. I'll have somebody take out the court cards. So if I run through the deck, you can see, I'd say go ahead and touch a court card. So let's say they choose the Jack of Spades, and actually we'll do a few more, so they can touch another court card. Let's say they go for the Jack of Hearts. What else do we have? The King of Spades, maybe, and the Jack of Clubs, okay? So you guys can see that. So we have the Jack of Clubs, King of Spades, Jack of Hearts, and Jack of Spades. And what I want them to do is hold their hand out like this, and hold the cards on their hand, and then just think of one of those cards. So let's say they're thinking of, I think they're thinking of the King of Spades. So was I right? And then in the offbeat, I would just show them that all the cards have changed. That's not the full way that I do it, but because I don't do it with aces. But that's how I would do a 4 ace production. I would put those cards in their hand after they've taken out 4 of a kind from a deck, random 4 of a kind, and change it into another 4 of a kind. I don't really like 4 of a kind productions. Personally, I don't feel it fits into my repertoire very well of effects. But yeah, the idea basically being that it's the way would do a 4 of a kind production is a magic in a magic sense. So they shuffle the deck very fairly, they take out cards, and in the offbeat of them thinking that they're just having the cards turned over in their hands, they become 4 of a kind. That makes sense. Okay, so what other questions do we have here? So many comments. Richard Mikuji, yes, it is closed, but if you want a private tour of the Houdini Museum, I'm very good friends with Roger. If you're ever in New Jersey, we can arrange that. Oh, thank you so much, Richard. I'm really good friends with Roger too. And I've hung out with him plenty of times, but it would be good to hang out with you and him next time I'm in New Jersey. But yeah, man, I love Roger. The first time we met, he called me so many offensive names as a sign of respect that I knew immediately that we were going to be very good friends. But actually, I hung out with him. The last time me and Roger hung out was in Vegas. He gave my wife a silver Disney coin, a special silver Disney coin for her to keep. We were in a penthouse party together. It was really cool. JV answered that question. Brazen magic. Here we go. Brazen's got a good question. I can tell it's going to be a good question. I haven't read it yet. I hope it's going to be a good question. But it starts with, you get stuck on a desert island. You can bring 1 deck, 2 books, 3 magicians, 4 lectures, and 5 random items. What would they be? All right. 1 deck would be blue bikes. So blue versions of these. 2 books would be The Art of Astonishment and Mentalism by Paul Harris, who was, what's that mean not long ago? And John Bannon's Mentalismo. 3 magicians would be to be stuck on a desert island with. 3 magicians. Javier Fuenmayor, for sure, because he would build the boat, man. That guy is resourceful. That guy's genius. Who else? 2 other magicians on a desert island. These people also, you have to be around them 24/7 and not want to kill each other. So it'd have to be Craig, because I know we wouldn't kill each other after hanging around with each other for that long. And another magician, probably Bo Kremer, because I know that me and Bo could just cohabit quite easily. 4 lectures. Greg Wilson lectures, my favorite lectures of all time. Danny DeOrtiz. Who else did some really good lectures? Danny DeOrtiz. Ben Earl is a great lecturer. And Pete Turner. Yeah, Pete would always bring fire in that way. 5 random items would be probably inflatable life raft, a satellite phone, flint. But in terms of magic items, it would be a craft knife, elastic thread. You guys know I wouldn't be able to survive with elastic thread. Some form of glue or tape. And coins. Craft knife, thread, glue or tape, coins. What else would I take? That I couldn't live without. That I could not live without on a desert island. Rubber bands. A bunch of rubber bands, because I could just have fun with hours with those. Have that answer your question. Mike Nickel, hello from Kingston, Ontario, Canada. What's up, Mike? I love Canada. I always say it every time. Even got YYZ, Toronto Airport on my arm. Ron P. Oh crap, 5 p.m. is 10 a.m. here. Where is that, Ron? Sean says, the best close-up I saw wasn't for sale. It was Pitt Hartland and Azzy Wynn performing at the close-up show. Oh, man. Did they do any cool material? What was the best standout piece you seen? Dave Christmas. Yo, Lloyd, guess what I got at the weekend? I'm guessing you got a new magic book? Or, I don't know. What did you get? Let me know. Gillian, I volunteer to be an index beta tester. Miko Luco, for the next version of Lux, there could be a Bluetooth remote trigger, for example, in a ring. Yeah, we've dabbled with that idea. I did dabble with it very early on. I don't like the idea of there being a Bluetooth trigger in it, purely because I wanted everything built in and to remove a lot of the faff. You know what I mean? I like to keep things streamlined, but if there was a bigger version of it, then I'd consider that in the future. So maybe. Fiddlin' Johnny says, I love Fidon Bilek and his Orion books for Propless Mentalism. I haven't read his books, but his what's his thing called? With the Propless image reveal, Propless like drawing reveal. I actually learnt that for a while. That was brilliant. What was that called again? But yeah, I should have. I need to actually relearn that, I think, and I need to start using it some more. for anyone reading, Fidon Bilek, and what was it called? I'm gonna have to search it for everyone because I think you're so right, Eddie. That is a fantastic. He's a fantastic thinker. Eddie, man. That's my night wasted now because I have to go and relearn it. Proteus by Fidon Bilek. Yeah, anyone reading this, Proteus by Fidon is fantastic, and also his books. I haven't read them, so I can't comment, but I'm probably gonna now pick them up. So thanks for that, Eddie. I'm gonna now have to go and spend money. Oh, that was Fiddlin' Johnny. Sorry, not Eddie. There's so many comments here. Fiddlin' Johnny, yeah, Fiddlin' Johnny, man. You got such good taste. I haven't read the books, but I'm going to buy them. I can see that I got confused because Eddie's comments are underneath. Eddie asks, if one wants to manipulate the position of specific cards during a shuffle, does one have to use a stripped deck, please? It depends in what way that you'd want to manipulate the position of cards during a shuffle. Could you explain that a bit more? Do you mean, for example, that if you had a card in the 9th position, you'd want to move it to the 18th position in the midst of a shuffle? Or do you mean you'd like to control it with a shuffle to the top of the deck? So, for example, because you can manipulate cards in different positions within shuffles quite easily. A very simple one is to take a card. Let's say we place a card 9 cards down. All right, so that's 9 cards down from the top. If you faro it, I think it'll go to, depending on if it's in or out faro, it'll go down to 18th because it's just double in the number where it was. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you can do things like that to manipulate cards within a shuffle. Or if you want to have a card selected, like the 3 of diamonds, and lost in the deck, you can also then shuffle the deck like this, like that, and have it controlled to the top, which again is just keeping a break about wherever you selected it, here, and then I picked up the break, I made sure it was faro to the top, and then retained it as I shuffled to the top. So there's a bunch of different ways. If you can explain more clearly, I can sort of go on to that. Georgie has asked again, Lloyd, I plan on creating another gaff deck. I've answered that. Yeah. Frank Degnan, is the anything is possible? Is the anything is possible your design? Yes, this is my design. I own the rights to this. This is 100% mine. I got it on t-shirts and hats and things. I really like it. It kind of looks like a cool logo anyway, and then it has a deeper meaning to it. And you can always call back to it when you're performing. So you can say sometimes the secret is staring you right in the face, but anything really is possible, and you can actually take it off and show them anything really is possible before revealing the card that's in their hands, you know? Oh, wow, there was so many comments. I was just reading the questions up until the Psych Force. There's so much. Blimey. Okay, so this is the reactions to it. Okay, this is so crazy. Phil and Johnny, woohoo, nice, that was great. Off by 2 for Gillian. Georgie says, Lloyd, okay, this Pete Booth worked for me. Dr. Dance has never got the proper stuff. Phil and Johnny, I really liked it and have not had this performed on me before. I loved Psychic Forces. Thanks, Phil and Johnny. Yeah, it's because you probably haven't done it before because it's got elements of other people's material, but it's also got a lot of my thinking into it as well. So the suit force is mine, and to force the jack specifically is my thing as well. So I've been doing this for so many years, but it's based off the springboard and principle and the Ecroft by Michael Murray and the Ecroft principle by Ross Taylor in conjunction with my own thoughts. Oh guys, yes, some love coming in for Rylan, King OK, Rylan, Gillian, Alex Bow. Rylan's so good, Rylan's the man, Rylan was so good. You all get out and vote for Rylan next week. Hell yeah. Brooklyn Magician, hey, hope you're well. How you doing, man? Alex Bow says, are the Murphy's 7 secrets tonight as well? Yes, they are. They're coming up in 21 minutes from now, so probably 20 minutes from the time the the lag kicks in. Yes, Eddie, okay, so that's the question I answered about the strip deck. KOK says, I had the gaff system since its release. It's a shame I really wasn't good with gimmicks and gaffs because I ruined some of the cards. Yeah, and also the gaff system, I really wasn't happy with the release, like the timing of it and how it was just lost amongst the Christmas stuff, because of, there was some issues at the time going on. But yeah, hopefully I'd like to bring some more light to the next one. Dr. Don says, random question number 1. I like these random questions, by the way. Please keep them coming. Dr. Don, random question number 1. How do you like your steak? I have my steak blue or rare. Rip its horns off, wipe its butt, and stick it on the plate. Magic Alon, 7 Secrets going to be epic. You're going to love the 7 Secrets. Chad Davis, love the vid. Thanks so much about the explanation. Thought I was crazy. Love seeing you with your wife. Thanks for addressing my question. You're very welcome, Chad. Very welcome, my friend. When's the app out, and do you know if Craig's keys trick needs a lot of sleight of hand, as I'm looking to get it? I wouldn't say it needs a lot of sleight of hand. It's not like you're learning Ponta the Smith style winged silver routines, David Roth coin work. You're going to have to do minimal sleight of hand, and at best you're going to need to learn basic spellbound changes. So if you know these kind of things where you take a coin and it changes, you're going to need to know moves like this, or at least at the very basic, some switches. But it's not really that, it's not about like manipulation, but it's more about just timing those changes and switches right. So I think you'd have to practice it as with everything, but you're not too limited with it. Magic Alon. Missed Magic Live, but haven't going to Blackpool 23. Man, come and say hello at Blackpool. I can't wait to hang out with all you guys there. Okay, I bought 3 cubes a few days ago to do a Stephen Brundage routine. That's the way. That's the thing. I have a bunch of Rubik's Cubes around my house. I have at least 3 in this room and like 4 downstairs, but I just don't do any magic with it. Thirsty Juggernaut. Sorry I'm late for church. Stands at the back. You shall repent your sins, my friend. Step into my confessions booth. I'll go, Lloyd, you seem to be having... You have some top lip on your hair. I know. My wife wants me to try and grow it out, but I might get sick of it and cut it off. Let's see how it goes. Grok, which is, what color do you recommend for a close-up pad? I don't use a close-up pad, but I would go with like Erdnase green, maybe, or black if you want to try some black art stuff, so you're not limited. Chris James magic. Chris James, I didn't see you in the chat earlier, man. How you doing, buddy? 50 people watching, only 22 likes. Don't forget, to hit the damn button. Helps a lot. Thinking of it as a church tea thing. Yeah, hit those likes, fellas. Pop us up. We've got 53 watchers. Let's get to 53 likes. Lloyd, bring 30 Juggernaut on stage. Congratulations, starts clapping. Chris James says, looking to edit a video on my phone for the Penguin Partner Program. Any recommendations on what app I can use that's free? Free doesn't really matter, but would be a nice perk. iPhone app. Okay, so I was actually going to do a video on this about how to make a full Magic trailer on your phone. But I know you can get iMovie on your iPhone, which... Magic trailers shouldn't be over-edited, so it should always... I mean, I try to just generally put in track, time it to the beat, and simple clips that are coloured with some titles over the top. That's pretty much what I use in all software for all the trailers I create. If you look at Quantum Deck and like Cognito and things, it's very, very like clean. So I think you could use iMovie on your phone, but I also think there's Adobe... Rush, which is really good, really good phone editing software. It may be free, or you may need a basic Adobe subscription, but Rush is very good for editing on the phone, as far as I know. I don't do any phone editing, but I've dabbled with it. Hope that helps. Let me know, and let me know your result. Let me see how it comes out once you've done it. Wong the Conqueror finally managed to watch one of the streams. Yes, I know you've been trying to get on these for weeks, man, and you're just in time. We have 15 minutes left before we dive into the live 7 Secrets event on Murphy's Magic. Dr. Don, why does nobody bring fishing supplies? Just stranded on an island. Well, I was going to bring a life raft and a satellite phone so I could just get the hell off there. But you're right. I would bring Dr. Don as my third magician, actually. I replaced Bo. Dr. Don's coming because he would think of the good stuff. I always like, what stuff would I take to create tricks with? David M. Lloyd, I'm loving Lux. Thank you so much, man. Can you give me any hint on when your new indexes drop in? Have Q5s, DM's Advocate, etc. But yours sounds amazing. I can't wait. I spoke about it at the top of the streams. You can go back and listen to all about it. But in seriousness, it's probably going to be a good 2 months at least because we have a massive breakthrough. But it means we have to start the process of prototyping or at least manufacturing again. But more prototyping. Wong, hello from Singapore, by the way. Man, and the only time I've been to Singapore is the airport, I think. And the airport is incredible. And they had those little sleep pods, which I used. It was so beast. Quentin Scott, do you have an ACR you perform? I have my own routine, but your mind is so creative. I would absolutely love some inspiration from you. I don't recall seeing one from you in the past. Yeah, so super quickly, I've shared an ACR... Visual Ambitious Card Riser was my favorite plot. And in fact, this is so stupid. I spotted a gimmick earlier down there that I can show you. Where is it? It's in my box of stuff. Look at this stuff. Let me get hold of it. So this is a gimmick version for a different color back design. Let me show you guys. So I take a King of Hearts and place it pretty deep down in it. I can see this from a cohorts deck. So you see the King of Hearts about like 20 cards down. And visually, that can rise to the top. So that's a gimmick version. But I actually don't do the ACR that much. And if I do, I'll try and limit the amount of phases to it to 3. I have a bunch of different work. I have some impromptu visual methods, which people seem to think is Fallen by Garcia, but it's the opposite, in fact. It's not Fallen. So you can see this time, the King of Clubs is deep down in the deck. You'll see it visually rise to the top, just like this. And that works. Like, when I milk the deck to myself, I just spread that to create this illusion of a false deck front. But it looks like it's down in the deck. It's actually the borders. So it looks like it rises up. So I do some stuff like that. I like Chris Kenner's Shifty. You know, you place a card 1 down from the bottom. And it'll rise 1, 2, a little bit more. One more time, it's almost at the top, you can see. Comes up. And I really like Sean Fields' Visual Ambitious Riser. You place it face up in the middle, and you'll watch, you'll see it rise. You'll see it move all the way to the top of the deck, just like that. So that's the stuff I like to do with Ambitious Card. But I really try to limit the routines down, the phases down to 3 max. That helps. Eddie Cedric says, control it with a shuffle to move it to the top of the deck. Oh, right, okay, yeah. So yeah, controlling a card to the top of the deck with a shuffle is one of the most important things in card magic, I think. And so many people get this wrong. So this is a really good question, Eddie. So I see so many. Tell me in the comments what's wrong with this. Okay. So if we have a card selected, like the 8 of diamonds, we lose it in the deck. We shuffle it, and it comes to the top. So I'll give you 2 seconds to reply. What was wrong with that entire sequence right there? Okay. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The problem with it was there was no need to do the pass. Right? I did this, and I'm bad at the pass anyway. But, oops, I passed and then shuffled. I see so many magicians doing the pass after they've got control of a card. So let's say the 5 of hearts is here. I have a break above the 5 of hearts. They do the pass, and then they do a false shuffle. There's no need for it. And it's less convincing. There's That you add a move in when there's no need for a move. What you should be doing is this. Queen of Hearts is selected. Shuffle the deck and control it to the top. You can do the same thing if you want to have a card here, lose in a dribble, and then you can just shuffle it to the top. So many people add in moves unnecessarily, and the way to do that, all of the ones that I showed you after the bad example, is you catch a break under the card. So if the card is selected face up, catch a break above all these, and you can do that in a couple of ways. You can, when you put the deck back together, you can keep a break with your pinky, or you can kick this card back. So you don't need a break, but this card you just pick up at it, and now I've got a break there. Or when you dribble deep back and then pick up at that point, get the break. Then all you need to do is either cut at the break, turn these, of course this card would be face down, you turn this packet over and shuffle. This is called the Mahatma Control. Or if you're going to do it where it's here, pick up at the break, cut the deck in half, and riffle shuffle, making sure that which way did it go? The 5, sorry, I did that wrong. Look at this mess. That the 5 is retained and becomes the top card. So I'll do that one more time, sorry. So we go here, lose the deck. Now I'm going to pick up at the break and shuffle to make sure that the selected card is face up. I see so many magicians doing it wrong, even professionals that have been doing it for years. If you're going to use a pass, I can't do it, especially at this angle. It needs to be a different angle, like down here. If you're going to do a pass, then don't do any moves after it, right? So don't do any false shuffles after it. And you should never do the pass when they're looking. The pass should always be done in this sort of manner. I'm going to show you guys. A card will be selected, lost in the deck. All the tension would be here, and I would say, are you happy that the card's somewhere? Or I'd ask a question, and I would bring my eyes up to meet theirs and relax as I do it to break the tension, and then is when you do the move. So I hope that sort of helped, Eddie. Frank Dinan. I love the design. Thank you very much, Frank. E-Magic. What's the best product of Magic for €40? Wait till you see my new thing called Pro Caps. I think you'll love that. But for €40, probably, what will you get the most mileage out of? Save up an extra 35 and buy Lux. Or a good app. A good app will something like Cognito, Digital Force Bag, anything like that for €40 is on your phone all the time, and they allow you to do some really, really powerful magic. So a good app is probably the best product you can buy for €40. I'm coming down to the final 7 minutes, by the way, before the 7 secrets event happens. So 7 secrets in 7 minutes, starting 7 now. I just threw the 7 in there for no one. Poison, how are you, bro? How's it going, man? I haven't seen you. Oh, well, I hadn't seen you in your last week, right? Brazen Magic. Anything is possible. It's just a great sentence to live by regardless. It truly is, my friend. Truly is. Next question do we have here? Hey Lloyd, love everything you and Craig do. I can't find elastic thread near where I live. Can you tell us what to ask for? Is there a good place to order online? Thanks for your help. I use this stuff called Prim Elastic Thread. P-R-Y-M is how you spell it. I think it's knitting thread. It's invisible knitting thread. So you ask, if you go to like a seamstress or what I don't even know what they're called now, but like a materials store, ask them for a knitting thread, a fine 0.5 millimeter elastic invisible knitting thread, and that should hopefully help you out. In certain circumstances, you can get away with using white thread as well, because if you're using it for cards, you can use the borders and things. So David M asks, Lloyd, you're awesome. I bought Jack of Clubs necklace for your Psych Force. Should get an 8 of Diamonds necklace instead now after your last Fooler. Is Jack of Clubs still your favourite Psych Force? The Jack of Clubs is probably my favourite Psych Force, but after the new Fooler, I've designed something which will make the 8 of Diamonds Force much better, but I might change it to 3 of Diamonds, and all will be revealed very, very soon. N. Clemente, help, what are you doing? I don't know what the question's about, sorry. Alex Bow, would you mind if I had your design as a tattoo? Anything is possible. If you put your mind to it, I competed Ironman UK and used to keep saying it to myself. Yes, yeah, I don't mind if you have that as a tattoo. Contact me and I'll send you the file, but just, I wouldn't be happy if you started using it on clothing and decks of cards, but if you want it as a tattoo, that's totally fine, bro. My email is admin@lloydbarnes.co.uk. Speaking of Ironman UK, I did my very first half marathon this morning. 13.1 miles. I just got out of bed and did it. My very first one. My legs are in bits, but yeah, random. Chuck Fish, discovered you and Craig Petty through your podcast. I haven't been into Magic very long. Couldn't believe my eyes when I saw Craig and his son on beach last night. It was awesome. It was so good. Dr. Don, random question number 2. What do you think of the X-Files? Love it. I actually, I love the new season. Okay, well, I say new, but like came out like 18 months ago, and I binged it in one sitting. But when I was a kid, it used to terrify me for real. I didn't get scared of many things, and that did. The cannibal episode was the one that really like messed me up. Magic Allen, about 10 minutes left, 7 secrets. Okay, so I'm guessing my stream is like 6 minutes lag. Tips and highlights of Blackpool. I know Craig has a great video on it. Magic Allen, go to my YouTube channel and look at the 40 best tricks of Blackpool. It was for a while one of my most popular videos, and it like shows all the best stuff I've seen, so that will help answer my question better than I can. Random maths equation equals Lloyd plus magic equals definition of awesome. I love you, dude. Thank you so much. Michael, can't sleep, so best to watch Lloyd live for free. Hell yes. Welcome to the stream. Guys, we're nearly at 50 likes. So let's do it. Drop 3 more likes on this bad boy. Brazen Magic. What is the best pro unique con unique? I've been told it's a toss up between 2p, 10p. 2p, 10p. I really think I can put something beautiful around the gimmick. Any advice? Well, I bought this one, a £2 2p one at Blackpool from a British magic shop called like Discount Magic or something, and it locks together well, but it rattles. That's my riddle. I don't know, it rattles. So I like the cheap 10 pence 2p ones that you can buy off eBay for like £12. They seem to be perfect. Like you can't even tell anything about them. So that's my thoughts on that. Brendan, just finished through the first disc of Odyssey and have to say your haircut is the big change. Definitely look healthier too. Great work on improving your magic as well. Yeah, man, I used to drink heavily back then, and I was fat and overweight. Yeah, changed it up. Brazen Magic. Is Maxim completely beginner friendly, or do you need to have an understanding of some principle beforehand? It's completely beginner friendly. Wong the Conqueror. You could actually, Maxim is done in a spectator's hands entirely. We have been the world #1 airport for a while, I think. That would explain a lot. Dr. Don, have you seen Panic from Aaron Fisher? The whole deck vanishes in a very visual manner. I have seen it, yes, yeah. I hadn't seen it when I originally created this, but then I was told about it. Similar sort of thinking, built off of like an optical illusion. Mine works more on like the x-axis principle as opposed to his, but yeah, super good. And Clementine, what is the 7 secrets? You're going to find out all 7 secrets in 1 minute's time from Murphy's Magic social media for their live event. In fact, get ready to go over there now, guys. Okay, here's the comments from the ambitious stuff. How slow is this? Oh, 60 likes. What's up? Here we go. All right. So I'm going to have to close out the stream ASAP, but I'm going to read these comments real quick. Gillian, what? The last one. Wow. Lloyd, that ambitious riser. What amazing. The pass can be removed. King, okay, you got it bang on. The pass could be removed. You were right. Shuffle plus pass. Yes. FT Lum, yes. Benjamin Stevens, loving Lux. I'm using it with Fast by Dorian Johnson. When the spectator chooses a card and you find the other three they're marked. Oh, chef's kiss. That is beautiful thinking, Benjamin. Wong the Conqueror. Remember, kids, don't run if you're not being chased. Exactly. Quentin Scott, that was helpful. Thank you. That actually fits my script fairly well. I don't know why I didn't think of the visual rise like that. Thank you. You're very welcome, man. Grok Magician, what do you think about the flame take that is coming out from Murphy's? Not sure what that is. Sorry, dude. Adam Wilbur Rooney. Tune in to the Murphy social media right now. There's 7 artists sharing 7 secrets. And Wilbur, man, you're going to do dirty things to me when you see the thing that I'm teaching on there. You're going to love it. I think you're going to... Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up now. It's live now everywhere in the world. So people should jump off this. People jump off my stream. Or open up both streams. I think it's on Facebook, YouTube, everything. Email said both from James M. Wong. Magic. I know Vanishing Magic has elastic thread on their website. Oh, wow. Maybe check out Vanishing. Enkelmonty, what did I do at the end of the impromptu visual ACR to get the card all the way to the top? I did a one-hand top palm. So it was second from top. I just did a one-hand top palm. I can't even see the camera, but... What month is the new Lloyd product dropping? I've got money burning holes. This is coming up next month. Patrons Waves Deck. Punk BMX says, thinking of a half marathon makes me feel sick. I don't know, of course not. Well done. You need to get Great North Run. It's the biggest half marathon in the world. Maybe I did mine around the coast on my own. I don't like being around people, so I did it at like 6 a.m. because I hate bumping into people. But potentially it could be. I'm going up north soon to get some tats off Nathan Lindley from Abraxas. Brazen, congratulations, compliment. Nice, thanks, man. Ivan, are your new releases going to be through Murphy's? Can we buy them straight from you? Supporting the crew. Oh, thank you very much, Ivan. They'll all be through Murphy's. But they'll be in stores worldwide. Okay. This just pooped into my head while thinking about the gases and Lloyd grow a beard. Love from Bangladesh, Fahim Sajad. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Chuck says, what's the link for the 7 secrets? Just go to Murphy's Magic on social media. Mark says, hello from the UK. Gillian says, enjoyed. Thanks. Spectator's hands in the creme de la creme for magicians. Hell yeah. Okay, guys, I'm headed over to the 7 Secrets live stream right now. Get over there, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. Look out for my thing. And remember, when you see the method to my effect that I teach in there, comment below saying something along the lines of Lloyd told us so, or Lloyd was right. Just so I know you've watched. But pinned message says, what is 7 Secrets? Go to murphysmagic.com. I'll get the link for you all right now. This is the link. I'm tuning out because I want to go and watch this. Random question. Dr. Dons, the final one. Is it time for 7 Secrets? Yes, it is. Love you all. See you all next Sunday. Tune in on Tuesday for the best tutorial Tuesday I'm ever teaching. Peace.